Oh, keep smiling. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday morning. Happy Monday morning. Today is an awesome day. We're going to train ourselves to live inwardly, live from the inside. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Inside Out. That was a great movie. We have to recognize that it is our inner voice creating our outer experience. It is our inner voice creating our outer experience. That is the inner voice that is immortal, eternal, infinite, and is the power that brings everything into our experience. If we train ourselves to have to speak more inwardly, live from the inner, and not let circumstances dictate. You have to practice this. This is what I was reminding you. How you go to sleep is so important, because it will determine how you will wake in the morning. Hey, all love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Amanda. Hey, Amanda. Amanda's back. I gotta give you a wow. Wow. Hey, Amanda. And that's Megan up to no good. Hello, hello, Britt. How are you? Britt the mompreneur. I like that. They finally let you back in. Hey, good morning, Cece. How are you? How are you? What's been good? What's been good, Megan? I hope your all's weekend was great. I hope you enjoyed this weekend. Peace and love, my manifestation momentum. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, guys, I posted a YouTube video by KRS-One. Man, y'all need to go listen to that. I know it's about 2 hours long. I like long form content. I love, especially when you talk about the mind and the power within. Ooh, you talking about dropping some gems, some jewels. I posted it in the Facebook group. Y'all need to check that out. Or you can just look up KRS-One character. It's about a 2 hour long video. You talking about something reminding you of the power and how this knowledge. Now he talks about meditation. So he did some deep study, and I know I told you guys that, he also tells you this on his video, his backstory about how he never went to high school. He failed 8th grade twice, and he self-educated, went to the library every day, studied, the sciences from, the African culture, and that, we know Africa is the first man and everything comes from Africa. Of course, it wasn't called that back then. We renamed everything, but telling you, giving his opinion on, meditation. And his opinion is like what I already do. I talk to myself, that whole quiet your mind and be still. From his opinion, he said that's Western philosophy that does not come from the original. From his opinion, he said that's Western philosophy that does not come from the original teaching about metaphysics, that whole calm yourself down, don't talk and all that. Is he was like, the universe is not calm. The universe is vibrant and active. And that's who you are. That's the inner you. That's who you are. But let me see. I know I got some people talking up in here. Let me go back. Okay. Hey, Gigi, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So I guess you used to be back on the app. I had so many messages. I know, right? But I'm doing well. Things are so good. Absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Gigi. Thank you. Things are so good. Absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Gigi. Thank you. Hey, multi-millionaires, yes. Okay, okay. All right, we'll be here. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Maya, my baby girl in the chat. Hey, Maya. So the Gigi, the experiment is you're going to prove to yourself, which you already know this, but you know, for those who are desiring to prove to themselves that your thoughts really create reality, and it's not what you say, it's what you give your attention to. So the $100 experiment we started last Friday. You can start whenever you want. It's for 7 days. You go find my video on my page that talks about the experiment. Drop a comment, say you're going to participate. Then every night or whenever you go to bed, you're going to bed giving thanks for receiving $100. So as you're going to sleep, whatever time that is, during the day or night, you're saying, I'm so thankful, or I'm so happy, or I appreciate, however you give thanks for receiving $100. And then during the day, during your waking state, you're going to say, no, I did not receive $100. Nope, I did not receive $100. Nope, I did not receive $100. So this experiment is based off the ladder technique by Neville Goddard. And when you receive your $100 or more, right? Because now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or think, according to the power that works within you. So you could be giving thanks for $100, but you may end up with 200, 500, 5,000, because that's what some people did. Some people started the technique on Friday. Some people got instant manifestations. Some people overnight, whatever. It's been different times that people have been realizing their desire. Some people have chosen to manifest 25,000, 100,000. You're not limited to the amount of money you want to manifest. You're just going to do the experiment for the week. That doesn't mean your manifestation has to come within the week. I hope we understand that. Just because you're doing it for a week doesn't mean the manifestation has to happen within the week. Right? It just means that you're going to saturate your mind for a week. That's all it means. For a week, as you go to bed, you're saying you're giving thanks for the $100, whatever monetary amount you choose. And then during the waking state, you're saying you never received it. Nope, I did not receive $100. Nope, I did not receive $100. I did not receive $100. Nope, I did not receive $100. Because you're going to prove to yourself, it's not what you say, it's what you give your attention to. Your consciousness does not know no. It only knows what you talk about, what you give your energy to, what you give your attention to. It's all that matters. Yeah, TikTok page. It's actually, I did post it to my Facebook. I did post it to my Instagram. But yes, my TikTok page is why I originally posted the video. But it is on all platforms. Say right. Say don't even wait for bed to do it. I know that's right. Because you're going to prove to yourself that it's not what you say, is what you give your attention to, right? So the Neville Goddard ladder technique, he had them go to sleep imagining that they were climbing a ladder, and then during their waking state, they were to say that they never would climb a ladder. They would never climb a ladder. And then those that climbed the ladder were to come back, the next week and say what happened. And then he let them know that it would have been just as easy as it was to climb the ladder. They could have manifested $1 million. You can look up the ladder technique on YouTube. I'm sure someone, I actually read it in a lecture or a book when I first read his technique, but I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. I haven't listened to it in a while, but that's what I remember from it. And actually, Dream Woman, she said she told a guy about it, and he did it for 2 days, the ladder technique, and he was trying to think of how he thought he would end up climbing the ladder, and he only did it for 2 days, and he dropped it. And next thing you know, his curtains fell in his home, and that's how he ended up climbing the ladder. Yep. Hey, A-Town, millionaires, kings, and queens. Not long, only a few minutes. Say that's true, proven wavering. Right. Hey, Al Glaze, welcome. Yep. It's what we give our attention to that matters. So what are you giving your attention to? And I was stating earlier that I had posted a video by KRS-One. It's almost like 2 hours long, but it's worth a listen. He's giving you that history, about really taking you on a journey on how, thank you, on how he became aware of the immortal self within him. And telling you about the neophyte and the initiates and mastering your mind and really learning to live from within. That is your inner voice that creates your outer experiences. To know that this body, that you have to die in order to live. And you have to recognize that the body is not who you are. That you are the real you is the immortal you, the inner you, the you that can see without the eyes, hear without the ears, and speak without the mouth. That's the real you, that inner you. And that's the you that creates your reality. And when you decide to live from the inner you, then you'll see the magic of life take place. And so that's really going to be our focus going forth. Learning to master the inner voice. Learning to live from within. Or we've already been doing it, but what all love? What? It's already what we've already been saying anyway, but we're going to be more proactive about that. Hey, good morning, Bright Star. KRS-One. I shared the video in the Facebook group. Yes, you did. Yep. I remember that. Rich Rising, Baba I Am. How are you? What? Look, you just missed money bags over here. Wow. You just missed money bags all what's up with college? What college you go to? I need to go enroll. I need to go enroll to your college. They just passing out money like water. Like first you got 5K, now you got 12K. Look at you just rolling in dough. Oh my goodness. So happy for you. That is great. I'm doing awesome. They said they owe me. So I don't even know why. Oh. Well, all love, if I told you that you owe me, what can you do for me? All love, you owe me. You owe me. I'm just I don't even know why you owe me, but Well, that is awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's beautiful. Yes, that's so amazing. Love, 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 love. Love that for you. Hello, Mr. Harris. Of course, most definitely. I shared the video from KRS-One with my son. I'm hoping he watch it. Because I'm telling you, that video, I'm like, I watched it, I listened to it last night. I was listening to it again before I came on live. Because I'm like, it's not that I haven't already heard that information, but it's just like, I don't know, when someone else says it, and you know, it's just when someone else says it and they just like are so concise with it, and they use their own life as an example. And you know how he says he didn't even finish 8th grade. He was saying, he's like, I'm saying high school dropout. He's like, I didn't even make it to high school. He failed 8th grade twice, but he said his mom was giving him all of the Black history in books or whatever, and then when he would go to school and they would teach history, and it was like a contradiction, right? It didn't match. And so he was wondering, like, why I gotta go to school and they telling me this, and then you telling me this over here. And she's like, well, I just need you to go to school. I just need you to go to school. So they were like bumping heads or whatever. And so, but he loved the library. He said he read Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, Nietzsche, and all these. I think that's how you pronounce the name, because I'm not familiar with that name. He was saying he was reading all of these different, you know, philosophers or whatever. He's like, he said he enjoyed what they were reading, but, you know, they were prejudiced. You know, the other word. He didn't say prejudice. He said the other word. But I'm not going to say the other word. But he said the other word. Y'all know the other word I'm talking about. Start with an R. Yeah, he was saying end with IST. He was saying that. He was saying that they were that. And he was like, man, you know, they giving good information, but they still seeing it from, you know, color type mentality. And so then he said he started reading about metaphysics, and that's when he came up. I think he said Athens is when he came across Athens, and that's where the true metaphysicians started. And you know, we hear about the phrase to say to know thyself, and he gets into the how you are initiated into this knowing, like what made you during that time, you know, a perfect fit to be an initiate. And it was based on character, your character, who you say you were, you know. And I mean, he goes into everything about the commandments, like, you know, it was not, you know, like I was telling you guys, the universe don't care nothing about no morality. The Bible is not a moral book. Has nothing to do with morality. God, consciousness don't care about you being a good person. That's not what gets you the life you want. It's your recognizing the immortality within you, the inner voice, understanding that you are not the body, but you are the force. I like how he said he gave an acronym for self. And the acronym for self is source, energy, life force. That's who you are. Source, energy, life force. I like that. I like that acronym. I love that acronym. I know, so I ain't deny they owe me. I know that's right. What they say, bank fade, bank error in your favor. Collect that money, honey. Bank error in your favor. Yep. Yes, it's on YouTube. You said, what video did you miss? Well, I'm talking about the video that I watched for KRS-One. It's a video, I think he made it in 2000. I think he said 2016 was when that video was recorded. I think that's the year he said it, because he was talking about the end. He was talking about Barack Obama, but Barack Obama left the White House in 2016, right? Yeah. He went 2008 to 2012. Yeah, so, yeah, because he mentioned Barack Obama releasing so many prisoners before he left office. So I believe, 2016. Yep, I believe that's when that was recorded. Yep. Yeah. How are you, D Rich? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, neighbor. Hey, Grand Rising, Janine. Principles on. Yep. It's only principles. Yep. Principles only. Yep. What you want me to say again, A-Town? You know I don't see these comments as y'all say them, so I don't be knowing what when y'all ask me to say something again, I have no idea what you want me to repeat. Right, give me all the yes, yes. Oh, that yes, love that, Bright Star. All right. Wow. That's what's up. Wow. Yes. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I know. Oh, you good, but I just don't be, I try to be repetitive. I do try to say the things over and over again. I do try to be repetitive. But thank you so much. It's our inner voice. That's the immortal you. We have to learn to live as God. I know that concept, because it's been so westernized, and because we have this Jesus concept, and these Abrahamic faiths, they get in the way of our understanding of our being, of our knowing of who we are. We got to let that concept go. And what he was saying about, like I was telling you guys about meditation, I like how he said, he was like, sit this flesh down somewhere, sit it in a chair, lay it on a bed, whatever, and go within and live from within. And that's all we talk about, right? But we don't talk about it enough. We don't talk enough about living from within, that that you can hear without the ear, you can speak without the mouth, and you can see without the eyes. That's who you really are, right? That's who you really are. And that's the you, that's the powerful you. That's the you that is immortal, that is eternal, that once you put off the body, you'll still be able to see, you'll still be able to hear, and you'll still be able to speak. And he was like, the more words you know, the more you can create your world, the more reality you can create. The more words you know. That's why I told you it's not about this feeling stuff. Westernness. That's Western. That's that Western mindset. Scripture tells you that it's the word that becomes flesh, not your feelings become flesh. The word becomes flesh. That it is by your word that you are condemned, and by your word are you justified. It is a man thinks, so is he. It is the power of the tongue, right? Death and life are in the power of the tongue. How are you transformed? Not through feeling, through renewing your mind. You're told to put off the former conversation. Because it's words that we see, not feelings. Do we see feelings? Feelings are expressions of words. Because here's the thing. If you had no thoughts, you have no feelings. If you had no thoughts, you couldn't be angry. What you angry about? What you happy about? What you mad about? What you sad about? You have to tell me why you feel the way you feel. You use words to express that. Now, you may cry, but if somebody asks you why you're crying, you're going to have to tell them with words why you're crying. And why are you crying? Because of the thoughts that you're thinking. Because you were told that things shouldn't be going in a certain way, or a person shouldn't treat you in a certain way, or things shouldn't be happening the way they're happening. So why you're upset about it, you're crying about it, you're emotional about it. Hey, Demarni. Because I was giving you all the analogy of well, not even an analogy, the example of when you watch TV and you see commercials, you think they care about what you feel when they're trying to sell you something? They could care less about your feelings, and they keep showing you, right? When you're on social media, everyone is trying to sell you something, right? Do you think they care about your feelings, what mood you're in while you're watching it? They could really care less. They just gonna keep showing you and 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 showing you. Some of them just using pictures. On TV, we got the music, we got the jingles, right? We got jingles with our commercials. Now, you just keep seeing Macy's pop up. You just keep seeing Nordstrom's pop up. You just keep seeing Fendi and, Michael Kors and Coach and whoever else is on your feed. And then they don't even show, they just giving you pictures. But pictures are what? Worth 1,000 words, right? Pictures are still words. Pictures are symbols of words, of how we communicate with one another. They could care less about how you feel. They just gonna keep presenting it to you and keep presenting it to you and keep presenting it, because they know that the subconscious is programmed through what? Repetition. That's why it's your attention to a thing, it's your focus. That's why you got to learn how to go within. You got to be more inner than outer, because the outer is just the illusion. The inner is what's real. The inner projects outwardly. It's your thoughts that what? Become flesh. Everything that we experience in this world was first a thought. The shirt you wear has no emotional value unless you give it one. But a lot of these people mass produce shirts. You think they care about your feelings about the shirt that you're wearing? They could care less. They just want your money. They don't care about your feelings. Mass production don't care about feelings. They care about money. But then you got to learn how to separate the money from the experience, from what you want. Hey, April, good morning. Yeah, we do the same. We become our own TV commercial. Yep. Say they need to bring back catchy commercial jingles. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't do that, on the feed, but they realize that doesn't even matter. If they just keep presenting it to you, you keep looking at it. That's all they care. They just want your attention. Your attention is on social media now. So that's where the ads are going to appear now. That's where the ads are now, right? And so it's what you give your attention to. What is that inner voice? What is your inner voice saying? What are you saying about you? What are you saying about you? Who do you say? Hey, Lisa. Hello. What are you saying about you? Because that's your nature. Your nature is what you say about you is what you will experience. That's why we constantly stop talking about how difficult life is. Stop talking about how hard life is. Stop, talk about the things you want to see in your world. That's the only thing you should be giving your attention to. What you want to see in your world. See, I call myself Prosperous Living. What do you call yourself? I call myself Royalty Forever. What do you call yourself? Who do you say? What name, what nature have you given you? Because your name is your nature. Your nature is your name. What have you decided that you are? What I thought was interesting with what Kara once said is that the original people that we know were African, the original people were black, they didn't name themselves. There was God. They said they knew that the inner being was God, and that there was no name for God. And he said that they would, you would just say, who are you? I'm the man standing in the tree, or I'm the woman by the river. So that's what your name became, what you were being or doing in that moment. All right, Bailani. Hey, Bailani. Hey, I am happy to be. Hello. Yes, divine. Right? And he also said this. Remember how we talk about how you speak about others that's in your vicinity, or people that you surround yourself with? How you talk about others is how you will be represented in this life. So basically what he was saying is, when he wanted to do hip hop, and he decided he wanted to do hip hop, that he wanted to be, he don't say he's a rapper. He called himself hip hop, because he said there's a difference between rap and hip hop. Rap is commercialized. Hip hop isn't. And so he said when he was say his rhyme, right? He come to somebody, he's like, hey, check this out. Listen to this rhyme. And he'll say whatever rhyme, right? And then the person be like, oh, man, that's whack. What you talking about? That's whack. And he was like, man, you think that's whack? Yeah, that's whack. That ain't doing it, And then he's like, y'all both stay broke. But then you go to somebody and you tell them your rap, and you spit whatever rap you gonna say. And they're like, oh, man, that's dope. That's fire. Yeah, that's what, like, really, you think yeah, that's dope. That's oh my goodness. Okay. So you and your guy or your girl, y'all walking the streets, and they're like, yeah, check them out. She or he can, his what do they call it? Whatever, his rap, his verse or whatever is dope. Is he the baddest, whatever. And because you compliment, because it's who you say you're around gives value. What you say about those that you surround yourself, you give value to. And so now you both can bring wealth, because you see the value in those around you. So learn how to see value in others. When you can compliment others and lift up others, you lift up what? Your surroundings. Now, when they become successful, you're successful with them, because you're with them. You're the hype man. You're lifting them up. You're bringing value to the situation. You have to be able to see value in others. That's how you make money. You got to give things value, right? You have to see the value in something. That's how wealth is established, by giving value to something. So your friends, your family, somebody come to you and they tell you their gift or what they offer. Don't put them down. Build them up. Build them up and say, man, that's dope. That's great. You're talented. You're the best. You the... Build them up, because what? There is no one but you anyway. They're just versions of you anyway. Right. Don't be a hater. And you got to know, you don't have to go anywhere to be successful. You can be successful right where you are. You don't have to have some type of education or anything. I'm downstairs in my family room, and it's chilly. I need to go get me a cover. I'll be back, y'all. One moment. I'm back. I'm like, I had to go get me a throw. My family room is like below ground level, but it's not the basement, but it is below ground level. So it's a little chilly in here. And I don't feel like turning up the heat. But yeah, what was I talking about? Giving value to others, building others up, right? Because if you can see the greatness in others, you provide wealth to yourself. Like if they're great, you can be great. You got to be able to see value in other people. But was really the true the true key for life is your inner conversation, right? That's what Neville calls it. Neville calls it the inner conversation. KRS-One was calling it the inner voice, that the immortal self, the you that never dies, the part of you that can see without the eyes, hear without the ears, and speak without the mouth. That's who you really are. You are not this physical body. The body goes wherever the mind tells it, wherever the immortal you, the consciousness within you, the true self. And again, like I said, I like the acronym Source, Energy, Life Force. You are the force, right? You use your meditation to create the world you want to experience. You use your meditation to create the world you want to experience. That's when you go in. That's why I tell you, I talk to myself, all that being quiet and stuff. I ask myself questions and I talk to myself. And the questions are communicated, the answers are communicated in infinite ways. Sometimes the answer comes from within, and sometimes it may come through a book, a TV show, another person. But you need to talk to yourself. You need to ask yourself why you believe what you believe. And does your belief serve you anymore? Like, who gave you those beliefs? Where did they come from? Why do you even think the way you think? Why do you believe what you believe? Who told you that? Where did you get that from? Why am I thinking this way? Who told me I couldn't have this? Who gave me this limitation? Is this limitation coming from me or is it coming from outside of me? You got to know it's coming from outside of you because there's no limitations with God and your God, right? That's the whole purpose of Yeshua, Jesus, whatever you want to call him. That was the purpose of his ministry. That was the purpose of those stories. And the biblical stories was to remind you of who you are. I like how KRS-One reminded you that Jesus didn't ask for praise. Nowhere in scripture did Jesus ask you to worship him and praise him and adore him. He told you to what? Imitate him. Not only can you do the works that I do, but you will do greater. Is that not what he said? Is that not what he told us? He did not say, make me a God and serve me and worship me and bring me 10% of your income. That's not what he said. He never told you that. He told you to be like me. Do as I do. Think as I think. Hey, Jasmine. Hey. And we're going around talking about how a lowly soul are we. How we're unworthy. We're not perfect. You are perfect. You are complete. You are whole. You lack no good thing. You are the I am. You are the source of all things. You are an immortal being. You are powerful. You are great. You can have whatever you say you want. You just got to get yourself out of the way. You got to get this lower self, this outer self out of the way. and let their inner do its thing. You got to stop listening to the world, because the world will lead you down a ditch, down a world that you don't want to end up in. Says, what does scripture say? Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Who's in the world? This body. This body is a part of the world, but the immortal you is greater than this body. Right? Greater is he that is in me, the real you, the true you, the only you, that is the immortal you, the you that speaks without the mouth, that hears without the ear, that sees without the eyes. Your eyes, your physical eyes can't see the past, but your immortal eyes can. Your physical eyes cannot see the future, but your immortal eyes can. Say, T, my SB asked me to move in with him. This had been a great journey. I'm working on my neck. Woo! Yes, Jasmine.
Wow!
Love it. Wow! Yes. So happy for you. Oh, right. You're right. Oh, thing is, you are Jesus. That's what you have to know. You are Jesus. Hey, Kelly Janae, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are your own savior. Hey, neighbor said, when I say I don't have $200 during the day, I feel like I'm lying. I didn't say that you didn't have. Did I say didn't have or didn't receive? That's because you're judging it. You're judging it. You're saying that's wrong. You're judging it. Of course, you do have $200, right, neighbor? You do have $200, right? So I didn't say that you didn't have $200. I said you didn't receive $200, which is a difference. Because, most of us, I'm sure, already have $100, whatever amount we're bringing into our manifestation, right? You have to see yourself as already having it. No, you didn't mess up, but it is transforming the mind and transforming your thinking and learning not to judge a thing, because consciousness isn't judging it. And it's interesting when it comes to money, you're going to say, oh, well, I can't say that. Why would I say that? Why would I say that? But when it comes to other parts of your reality, you can clearly speak negatively about it. You can clearly talk about the things you don't want with ease. The things that you don't want to experience in your world, you can surely talk about that with ease, no problem. But the thing you want, you find that difficult to talk about, because of the way you're saying it. Because you thought it's a such thing as no in consciousness. There's no no in consciousness. There's no negative in consciousness. It's only, what are you talking about? Where's your attention? What are you focused on? That's all consciousness cares about. It's not judging it. It don't care what you talk about. It doesn't care what you do, who you do it to. None of that matters. You just have to learn how to be you. You have to realize how to be you. Who do you say that you are? Are you being you? Or are you trying to be what someone else thinks you should be? Do you have the courage to be who you desire to be? to live from within. And I'm not saying to make anything happen. Learn how to be it in your mind and then allow it to happen. Because guess what? We don't even realize this, but we're already successful. A lot of us don't even realize it, but the thing that we're desiring to experience or express, we already are. You're already successful. You just have to get out of your own way. Yes, P. Anthony. How are you, P. Anthony? Happy Monday. Say, I watched Inner Worlds, Outer Worlds on Prime other day about our thoughts connect with matter and create. Nice. Inner Worlds, Outer Worlds. Yep. Because there's only the inner world. That's the only power. The five senses have no power. The outer you has no power. The focus has to be more on your inner, because that's where creation starts. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. Was in the beginning. Everything was first a thought. Now you have to ask yourself, what are you thinking about? What are your thoughts? Because that's what you're creating. Right? So I know I'm telling you guys to watch the KRS-One video. He reminds us that the things they rapped about, they brought about, right? So he says his first album was called Criminal Minded, right? His DJ ends up slaying, right? Criminal Minded. Then he reminds you that Biggie Smalls did an album, Ready to Die. Tupac, last album, Machiavelli. Where what Machiavelli, they said he how did they put it? Faked his own death. Slick Rick. That was the Slick Rick when he told the story about the little story, rat-a-tat-tattered, and all the cops scattered. And he said he went going down the road doing 83 and hit a tree. That actually happened. You got to be careful what you talk about. And he's like, I knew this science, and I still did a record called Criminal Minded. And I knew this science. I knew that your words become flesh and you experience it. He didn't talk about Snoop Dogg, but Snoop Dogg admitted it too, right? Murder was the case that they gave me. Then you remember Tory Lanez? He did a video about being in an orange jumpsuit and being in jail. He was in one, what was he on? Was he Facebook jail, Twitter jail? One of these jails y'all be calling stuff when you locked out of the app. I forgot what app he was in that he was in jail, and how he did some type of video showing himself in the orange. Where is Tory Lanez now? There is no fiction. What you think about, you bring about. So there was a rapper in Detroit that rapped about that's not him, and he ended. Yep. Give me chills. I refuse to listen to that. Yep. That's why you hear a lot of our R&B songstress, right? Like a Mary J. Blige and Toni Braxton, all these people singing these sad love songs, and they wonder why they can't find no man and can't stay in no good relationship. Right? Mary J. Blige saying she just discovered how to love herself, right? She finally, singing all of these heartbreak songs and all of this type of stuff. Yeah, I don't listen to those type of songs. I let those songs go too. You got to speak life if you want to experience life. You got to pay attention to what you're paying attention. That's why, what's her Fantasia say? She don't sing no songs no more. She stopped singing those songs. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Yeah, entertainment or not, if that's all you're listening to about how difficult relationships are, and then you find yourself being in a difficult relationship, it ain't by accident. There is no accident, right? There is no accident. She said that's why she does perform those songs. She performs those songs. Why? Lisa said, let me go delete my right, they mean it. That's what they identify with, right? Say Summer Walker too. Yeah, I don't know Summer Walker. I don't know anything about her songs. I don't even know. I mean, I've heard the name, but I couldn't point her out. If somebody said, I give you $10 million to show me who Summer Walker is, I wouldn't be able to do it. I have no idea who that is. I listen to them and sing them. I tell myself it's just a song that doesn't create in my life. Okay, Gigi. A little double-minded, but okay. So you have it's always the dominant belief. But I don't know if you can listen to those songs all the time and then experience ease in relationships. Like your focus is that relationships are difficult. And you're talking about the hardships of difficulty of relationships. And you're telling me that you can be double-minded with that you can sing those songs with your heart, with your full chest, and say, no, but I don't experience any of that. Okay. It's your world, your reality. So I did a saturation session where I just talked to myself, then it dissolved in delicious silence. Yes. Yeah. Pop Smoke. I don't even know. So I was a music addict, you guys, and I stopped listening all of it for 1.5 years. Now I listen with intention. Yeah. Yep, a lot older gospel music. Yep. Say, Reverend I used to say, cross it out. See, it doesn't. Yeah, it talks about struggling. Yeah, I don't really know, sis. Like, I don't listen. The songs I sing, those are songs from way back in the day. I know a little of the now, the songs of today, but not, I don't listen to the radio like that. So a lot of the songs you catch, I sing what they call those old songs. Or if they're fun and lighthearted, like Bruno Mars is like kind of fun and lighthearted, and he not really singing about, so I'll listen if I'll listen to some, I will listen to some Bruno or whatever. It depends on what the song is about, but those sad love songs, no, I don't listen to those. Your love song better be like, it better be like, Shantae's got a man at Home. Oh, Toyia. Yeah, it better be a song like that. It better be like how my man loving on me, treating me good, can't do nothing but think about me all day. It better be something like that. If I'm gonna listen to some love songs, it better be like, they talking about how awesome and dynamic and how much in love they are. Those are love songs, not those heartbreak, sad songs. So our kids is listening to these songs too. My son is through with me telling you. Yeah. But thing is, everybody has their own, road, their own path. You can give people this information, your children, anyone, but if they're not at the point where they're ready to receive it, thing is, you can't force this knowledge on anyone. Yep. That's beautiful, Gigi. Yes, yes. Have a wonderful, a great love life. Always have. Beautiful. Heard the actor say he plays a serial killer in rehearsed lines. Told himself, this is an acting job. Doesn't create my life except it's right. There you go. That's it, Gigi. That's it. You better compartmentalize it. You better make sure that that's not something you're becoming. It's just something you're doing in the moment. Making sure you're not impressing that subconscious. They got some of the worst talking about coming up on the roadside. Right. That struggle, that strife. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but some people that play roles aren't able to compartmentalize, right? Some people that play roles actually, take on those characteristics and they find themselves, not being able to get past the role. And some people aren't even, end up transitioning out of here, right? You had Heath Ledger. He played the Joker, right? He wasn't able to separate himself from that character and went into a deep depression, right? So you just have to, you have to be conscious, got to be aware. You better take control of your life. You better weed out that stuff you don't want to find implanted within you. So it is good to know the law when it comes to you doing certain things or, and not embodying it. I like all the stars are closer and that's about it, right? Yeah. I like the remix of the old song. Yes, this is yep. You had to let go of blessings by Big Sean, huh? No. It's like no more lessons. Hello, Lyra. Cool manifestations. I don't know what you mean by cool manifestations. Because every day is a manifestation. Right now is a cool manifestation. But yeah, I'm not going to say that, every day I feel like it's something wonderful. So my life is a vacation. That's a cool manifestation. I don't have to work. And it was nothing I did. I wasn't in service to my community. I wasn't serving anyone. I wasn't doing anything extra spectacular, extra special to end up in this position other than several years ago. I thought that this, I thought this could be a possibility, and it became one. And I did nothing to make it so. It happened. It happened. It happened. I didn't search out a husband that was going to say, oh, baby girl, you don't have to work anymore. Nope. When I met my husband, we were both working. It was a 50-50. He paid half. When we first got married, we were renting a house. He paid half, I paid half. Then we got a financial blessing where I didn't have to work anymore. I had an option to work, and I chose not to. And I also chose not to because it benefited not only, like, not having an income wasn't even a consideration. Like, me giving up that income wasn't even, because me not working allowed him to spend more time with his daughter, right? Had I still worked, he would have been an every other weekend dad. But because I didn't work, he was able to be an every other week dad, right? He got to get equal time with his daughter instead of seeing his daughter twice a month, 4 days a month. He got to get, and he actually gets more time than that now, because her mom has she owns a restaurant. And so, a lot of times she still ends up being here with us more times than not, because, her mom owns a restaurant. So a lot of her time is dedicated to that. So, but at that time when I stopped working, it benefited our family for me not to work as opposed to me to work. So that, to me, that's the coolest manifestation. I don't gotta work for money. That I am well taken care of. We have plenty of money in the bank. I can travel whenever I want to, as much as I want to. And every bill is paid. The only debt we have is our mortgage. That's it. We own all our cars. We travel whenever we want to. So my life is a cool manifestation. Yeah, say literally bowing down to idol. We create idols when we don't realize that we're the power. Say, my man can send either. Why speak negative? Right. Hey, for research. Hello. So I would literally listen to the walk and say, okay. Sometimes I revise the lyrics like the music, but lyrics need work. I know, right? Gigi, I know, right? Yes. It's I can still talk to him and know when it's time he'll remember it. Yep. L Glaze, yep. So I like songs about that innocent, pure, childlike love and wonder that makes your heart glow. And I write songs about this too. Woke up and wrote one. Oh, nice. That's beautiful, neighbor. Yes. So I used to listen to songs about being down and out, and that's what I be. Ooh. And we gotta be, yeah. Well, there you go. That's what we were just saying, right, neighbor? That's what we were just saying. You just gotta be and you don't even realize it until you look back on your life and say, oh, I talked about that all the time. Now I found myself doing the very thing I gave all my attention to. Oh, yes, Gigi. Yep. Got to switch those lyrics up. That's beautiful. Yep. Shift this states again. Say money, always honey in this rich girl's world. Yes. I'm not familiar with the song, but love the lyrics. Yes. You want to write a thriller book. Okay, but you're gearing towards Disney. All right, a thriller book. Okay. So I heard the coolest thing over the weekend. The person said, life is like you. Yep. Life is like your FYP. Yep. You are the algorithm. You are drawing everything into your experience. The turtles, you name it, people. I don't even. All right, but you all are musicians. You all write music and sing music, so I know you all probably have a wide variety of different types of artists and music that you listen to. Then we can build our algorithm brick by brick by reacting only to the things we like, swipe the rest. Well, thing is, the algorithm is going to base on what you give your attention to. So you spend 5 seconds on any video, they're going to give you more videos like that. That's how it is. That's what consciousness does. Whatever you give your attention to is going to give you more of it. Your attention to it is the interaction. So spend 5 or 10 seconds on a video. They're going to give you more of it. Even Sing It Revised, it shows people love it. It says, oh, that's what's up, Gigi. Yes, yes. Yeah, I don't know who those people are. Neighbor, I don't know those people you talking about. So I often find hey, dream woman. I often find myself comparing my business PR box designs to those of larger brands, feeling ours don't measure up due to budget constraints. You overcome it by not comparing. It's really a choice, dream woman. Everything begins with a choice. So you have to just decide that there is no competition. There is no competition. You're not competing against big brands. There's nothing to compete against. That your marketing, your PR is sufficient for your business, and you have to own that. You got to learn Thanksgiving and gratitude. That's what's going to help. Be thankful for where you are, because where you are is good enough. You got to know that, though, and you got to give thanks for it. You got to appreciate it. You got to choose to appreciate and give gratitude. When you find yourself comparing, say there's no competition. I'm not competing against anyone. Who am I competing against? People are drawn to me because of who I am, because I provide a great service. That everyone leaves my business happy and fulfilled. That's why it's so important how you start your day. Like, how do you business owners, how do you start your day? How do you go to bed at night? And how did you wake up in the morning? Do you plan your day out regarding your business? Do you set the stage? Do you set the intention for a great day for your business? Is that what you do? Because if that's not what you're doing, that's what you should be doing. Yes, I'm in my dream life, neighbor. Hey, Denise. Hey. See, my mom, unfortunately, Yes, my mother passed too, back in 2017, right before before we had our housewarming for our new place. So she never got to see my home. So I literally became all of my favorite songs. Make what you will of this. Right. You say I literally became all of my favorite songs. Wow, neighbor. See, my mom really got me a pair of moccasins I saw on. Ooh, nice. Right. Yep, me and our favorite. Yep, you got to transform that thinking. That's it. Well, dream woman, if that's what I can't do anything when you fight for your limitations. If that's truly what you believe, then the only way to transform it is you got to stop thinking it. You got to decide that where you are is good enough. Why won't you say that where you are is sufficient? Yes, 10K. Thank you guys. So my manifestation momentum, Lyra, the $100 experiment is we're going to prove to ourselves that it's our attention that brings forth our experiences. So this is like Neville Goddard's ladder technique. So as you're going to sleep every night for 7 days, you're telling yourself, I am so thankful, happy, grateful, appreciative, whatever term you want to use for receiving this $100. I am so happy that I received $100. I am so happy that I received $100. I am so happy that I received $100. This is how you're going to sleep. And then during your waking state, thank you so much. Thank you, neighbor and Alexa. During your waking state, you're going to say, I did not receive $100. Nope, I did not receive $100. I did not receive $100. Nope, I did not receive $100. And during as you're falling asleep every night, or whenever you decide to fall asleep, you're going to say, thank you that I am so grateful for receiving the $100. Because you're going to prove to yourself that it's your attention to a thing that brings it into your experience. Now, many people on the live have already, brought the money into the experience. Many people they brought in more than the $100. And know this, you're doing it for 7 days, but that doesn't mean the manifestation can't happen after the 7 days, right? Because there's no time in consciousness, right? So whenever you manifest the $100, you're just saturating your mind for 7 days and 7 nights, right? But whenever the manifestation comes, you go back to my video. I have the video on my TikTok page regarding the experiment. You drop a comment saying that you're going to participate in the experiment, and then when you manifest the $100 or whatever dollar amount you manifest, you let us know in the comments. Because all love, she's manifested 17K from her school. I was like, I need to go enroll in whatever school she go to, because they just, they filling her pockets up with all kind of money. So, and then someone else the same day that I posted the video, they said they were saying it to themselves, and then they manifested $500. And then someone else said that they got a $100 gift card. Someone else has manifested half of the money already. So, hey, no one said the $100 had to be in one lump sum, right? Didn't say it had to be all in one lump sum. And the $100 can come in various ways, right? Somebody can pay for a meal that costs $100 or more, right? Someone could maybe pay for your groceries that's more than $100 or more, right? Like, you got to be able to see the blessing. No one said it had to be $100 cash. Just has to be $100 or more. Oh, thank you, Gigi. I appreciate that. Yep, she had only changed her words. That's where it is. That's where it is, Gigi, right? That's where it is. If we only change the way we talk to ourselves. If we would just change the way we talk to ourselves, man, we would realize it. But you got to prove it to yourself. You got to prove that the way you talk to yourself, that your inner voice is creating your outer experience. Choose the words you want to see. Speak highly of yourself. Compliment yourself. See the life you want to experience and live from that. That's why the KRS-One video that I posted in the group, you can also look for it on YouTube. KRS-One lecture on character. I suggest everyone, it's almost 2 hours, but I really suggest you all go listen to that video. For those of you wanting to understand who you truly are, the power that's within us, he gives you a background on, how he came into this knowledge and how he used it to manifest his his hip hop career. Right? That same day, I believe he got a key to the city, whatever city he was in. He got a key to the city in 2016. I know he's from. Is it from Bronx? I think one of those boroughs in New York City. That's where he's from. One of those I don't know if it's Bronx or whatever or Brooklyn. I think it's the Bronx. He received the key to the city. Very, very, very enlightening video. And I think he explains it way, because, a lot of people I listen to, they are from, they're no longer in the physical in this current reality. Right. So like I listen to Neville Goddard, Dr. Joseph Murphy, Reverend Ike, but KRS-One gives you a greater perspective and gives you the history of, as much as he gleaned from all of his readings or whatever, the understanding who we are, those melanated people, and that, even science agrees that the melanated people were the first people on this plane, and that everything originated from there, and how things came into being, and understanding there is no morality in consciousness. There is no good or bad. There is no wrong or right. There is no good in, that consciousness views things differently than from our lower mind, our human perspective. Right? Because you're dream woman, you're letting circumstances rule. Do you go to sleep giving thanks for all the clients and all the sales? Do you live in the state that you already have a successful business? Do you truly pour into that knowing, to that thought? Do you sit with yourself and see and talk to yourself and remind yourself that you have a very, very successful business and you're so very thankful? Do you go to sleep knowing that? Do you wake up intending the day is successful? And you keep saying you don't believe it, but you're talking about it. So I don't understand where. Do you think believe is a feeling or a knowing, or is what you're saying? Let's get the feeling, because to me you sound like when you say believe it like you don't feel something. Told you, feelings don't matter. It's the words that matter. Let go of this whole I gotta feel it. I gotta, like, believing is a feeling. Believing is not a feeling. It's an acceptance. And the moment you talked about it was your acceptance. But you're letting circumstances dictate. So what it is that you accept what you see on the outside more than what you see on the inside. That's what's going on. You're letting what takes place during the day, if you don't see the amount of sales you want, you let that dictate whether or not you have a successful business. But you have to say that, I don't care what these numbers say. I actually have a really good business. My business is successful. You have to live from within. But this has to be a practice. And you cannot let circumstances dictate. You're supposed to continue to, as they say, put your best foot forward. You should be enjoying your business. Like, do you enjoy having your business? Like, do you enjoy what you do just because you simply enjoy it? And know that because you know that you have a great product, that is sufficient. Oh, good, Gigi. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's why you have to practice, Alexa. That's why repetition is key. And that's why meditation is key. Yep. It always manifests in the most natural way when you least expect it. Yep. Okay, Lyra. Say my school just loves me. That's right. That's right. Say that. Say that, all love. Say that. Oh, we have to practice self-concept. It's like y'all don't want to practice self-concept and then wonder why you keep experiencing the old version. Because that's the version you keep giving your attention to. You keep talking about what you don't want to experience, and that's why you keep experiencing it. You're not giving your focus to success and prosperity. You're giving your focus to, oh my goodness, where are the clients? I don't see the sales. I don't understand. Nothing is happening. Everything is just falling apart. I don't understand. My PR isn't good enough. You know, these big brands, they got the money. That you giving all these excuses why you can't be great. When the only thing you only take is faith. It only takes you speaking it. And because you speak it, that's what makes it so. But you can't speak that you're having a successful business and then complain about how you're not getting sales. Those things don't go together. We can't say that we have a successful business and then complain about not getting sales. Like what? How are we not getting sales if we have a successful business? You gotta, when you end the day, say your day you actually got 2 sales, but you wanted 20. What are we gonna go to sleep giving thanks for? Are we gonna go to sleep giving thanks for the 2 or the 20? What reality are you going to go to bed with? Are you going to go to bed with the 2 sales that took place because you want to validate that? Or are you going to live from within and say, well, actually, I got 20 sales and I'm so thankful and grateful that we received 20 sales today. I am so thankful. Today was an awesome day. It was a beautiful day. It went greater than I expected. Are we going to go to fall asleep in the way we wanted life to be? Or are we going to go to sleep the way life is? Choose. Because it's your world. It's your reality. You're writing the script. What state are you living from? Hey, Miss Melody 63. Oh, yes, Key. Yes. It is. Hey, Duchess. Brooklyn. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Gigi. Hey, Amanda. Say, my sister asked me for $100 today. Happy to give without even looking at my accounts. Plenty there. Say that.
Wow!
Yes. South Bronx. Okay, is it Brooklyn or South Bronx? Hey, bye-bye. Bronx, boogie down. Okay, so it's Bronx. Okay. Today is the best day because every day is the best day of my life. Absolutely. I got to start doing that. I'm so grateful all my properties are booked. My ebooks of courses and courses are always getting set. Yes, you got to live in the reality that you want to experience, which means you got to speak those things that be not as what? Though they are. You have to live from the state that says you already are that. You got to remain faithful to that story. Remain faithful to it. That's what your meditation is. You take 5 minutes a day and you give thanks for the reality. You see that in your mind. You're using your inner to create the outer. Just talk to yourself, decide on what you want, continue to talk to yourself in accordance with what yep, that's it. That's it. Say they just love giving me money. They can't stop giving me money and I'm their top right. There you go. Yes, all love. Yes, that's it. That's how we have to talk. That's amazing. Yes. You say I am. Always first person present tense. I'm so thankful that I have. I'm so thankful that I am. God ain't going to be or trying to be anything. God is. I am. I have. Exactly. I have. I am. Yep, your God self already experienced what you envisioned. It already happened already. Yep. It's already yours. Yep. I'm the bees. I'm the bees knees. I'm cute. I'm adorbs. I'm clever. I'm swimming in abundance. This is the timeline. Nothing to worry about. It's already unfolding. I just need to be here. Yep. Say, I needed 3,000 followers on TikTok to go live. I kept saying thank you. And I had, ooh, yes. You need 3,000. Now somebody said they had like as little as 100 and something followers and they were able to go live. But that's amazing. Did they keep changing the amount or something? Somebody said they had less than 200 followers and they were able to go live. I wonder if they keep changing the requirements. Hey, beautiful one. Yep, I selected it. It's here. No further complications. Yes, got it real quick. Wasn't thinking about the how. There you go. You cannot be concerned about the how. That's the part you got to let go of, release it, never to think of it ever again. I have the most successful Airbnb business. My mindset courses get numerous downloads. Yes, say that, Lisa. That's how we should be talking as we want things to be. Life is amazing. Life is beautiful. Life is wonderful. You know, whatever it is, you know, you and your SP are experiencing the most wonderful times that you ever imagined. You know, like your marriage is top tier. You are relationship goals. People understand, man, you all always seem to be so in love. You all just seem like to be so amazing. You're so inspirational. Right? I get that. I get that. That's what I'm told about my marriage. I've been told that by several people. But the relationship goals, I'm like, you have to find what works for you. But I accept the compliment. I receive it with love. But like, they were like, I see y'all like a power couple. I'm like, okay, I receive that. Not that I ever thought of myself that way, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Because I know my relationship is effortless. You got to get out of that mindset that relationships have to be, get off that struggle bus. I was listening to a young lady's live this morning, and I was with her till she started talking about, the struggle love bus, that, life gonna be difficult, how our grandparents stayed in relationships 50 and 60 years. You may not like the person you with, and I had to move on, because I'm just like, what? I'm not listening to the struggle love bus no more. A lot of our grandparents stayed together out of fear. What are you talking about? Women were afraid. They stayed in the relationships they were unhappy in. Are you being serious now? Women thought they weren't, and I know because my grandparents stayed together and they should have went like this. My grandmother should have found her own happiness. But people stay together out of fear, not out of love. Like, people be so unhappy, but because they feel like they have no other options, that this is all they know, so they stay there. Only you can make you happy. And if you can't be happy with the person you're with, it's because of you and not them. The unhappiness comes from you, not them. You draw you into you. You draw who you are. Like attracts like. No one's there in your life on their own accord. You drew them to you. And if the relationship isn't going the way you desire for it to go, then you need to check you. What is it that you believe about relationships? What are you are you loving you enough? Are you accepting of you enough? We don't have to struggle through life. We don't have to struggle through love. Communication is a big factor. Talking to yourself and talking to your significant other. And how do you think about your significant other? Most people think, unfortunately, those who are struggling in relationships, they tend to not have anything good to say about the other person. Oh, the other person is a cheater or a liar, or they're dishonest, or, they really don't have a good concept, a self-concept. Their thoughts are not productive. Their thoughts of their situation does not come from a good place. They're not seeing life as they want it to be. They don't realize that it's their thoughts, it's their beliefs creating the experience. And if they had only thought differently about themselves, they would experience something differently within the relationship. Yep. So I had something that happened Saturday, and instead of responding how I normally would, I said to myself, how would the abundant version of me? Oh, yes. Yep. So, yes, I had 162 in GAD liabilities. Yep. Okay. Yep. Neighbor. Right. Okay. Yeah. 162. I'm like, wow. That's what's up. Hello. How are you? With the blue heart. I can see the whole name. How do I attract a phone call from someone within a few hours? It's already done. The how is you're imagining talking to them. Think of them. Think of them in the most loving way. Have thoughts, or have a thought, what they call thought transmission. It's your thoughts about them that's going to draw them to you. But you're trying to say how you should be connected to them. Maybe you'll actually see them in person, maybe not a phone call. But you can hear yourself talking to them. What's the conversation like? Have the conversation in your mind right now. The conversation you would have with them. Have it in your mind right now. And then let things just take place as they would in a natural way. Have the conversation in your mind right now. What conversation are you having with them? And then drop it and let it go. Go about your day. Spend 5 minutes having a conversation in your mind, and then drop it. Don't think about when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen. Just know that it has already happened, because it has. You've already had the conversation in your mind. Saying every day since Saturday, I've been waking up planning my day as the abundant version of myself. Yes. Not paying attention to what I see or worried about the how. That's it. Or worried about the how. Yes. Oh, gee, yes. All I've ever heard was how marriage is tough and you end up not liking them. Right. Like, he won't give you a peace of mind. No, struggle love is not normal. Yes, love should be even. Loveless marriages. I know, right? Yeah, that whole... Oh, yes, you definitely got to let go of that mindset. Like we're supposed to be in battle in a relationship. Right, no. I saw on here when Kamala went shopping with her husband, the comments were crazy. Really? I didn't see that. Yes, Bailana, yep. Replace with desired belief through repetition. You overcome the old by giving your dream woman. You overcome what you don't want by giving your attention to what you do want. That's what it comes down to. You have to give your attention. Be focused on what you do want. And it's through repetition. You have a choice every day what you're going to talk about, what you're going to give your attention to. You have a choice. And you just have to choose. Choose. Decide. Make a decision to talk about the life you want to experience. Yeah, they said Kamala's husband was forced to shop with her. What? He just didn't want to be with his wife and go shopping? He had to be forced? Like, she had to, like, threaten him? Come on now. That don't even make sense. Before I came into the law of assumption, I wanted change and just knew it started with me. So, yep. You said grocery shopping is like a mini field trip. I mean, it's all about perception, right? Some people, like, they let somebody else shop for them. They do Instacart, Walmart, whatever. They let other people shop. You know, it's all about perspective. If you like shopping, then, hey, some people don't like it. And so they pay somebody else to do it. There's no right or wrong. Remember, there's no should or have to. You don't have to change the way you think, but you keep thinking the way you think, you're going to keep getting what you got. You don't have to do anything. You can continue to think the way you think, and you'll continue to get what you get. It's not until you change the way you think that you'll experience something differently. You can't keep doing the same thing and then think you're going to get something different. That's not how it works. You have to change. And me, DoorDash and Kroger deliveries eats me favorite. See, there you go. All right, Amanda. Yep. Oh. Right. This is really your life and you get to dictate it. This is really your life and you get to say what you want in this life. You get to say it. It's your life. Be who you want to be and live in that state. You are the immortal being wrapped in a physical garment that we call flesh. But this garment is not who you are. You are not this garment. You are not the personality. You are the power animating the body. You are the life force. You are the source of all of your experiences. And you get to, I'm telling you, got to change that inner conversation. You got to speak differently about your life. You have to choose it. No one else can choose it for you. You have to choose it for yourself. So I love shopping. I always feel rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. Whatever makes you feel good, right? Because here's the thing. You want to get comfortable with the version of you that you want to experience. So guess what you have to do? You have to practice it. You want to normalize the wealthy mindset. You want to normalize a successful business. So that's why you use meditation to normalize that life. In your meditation, you're making there, here, then, now. You're making it present in your world right now in this moment. through meditation, through talking to them. You take 5 minutes to decide what your life looks like. And there is a process. I don't care what nobody tell you. There is a process. There is a time element. No one knows how long it's going to take. No man knows. Your job is to enjoy the journey. Yes. Yes, thank God the U.S. that schools are starting to teach. Yes. And you gotta let you know, and I know you got a lot of these coaches got you hung up on this time element, trying to tell you, you want to quick, you want to fast. You want the microwave success button? You want the 30-second minute manifestation? Let patience have her perfect work. Patience is persistence. Yes. Because that makes you compete and compare. And there is no competition or comparison. There is a process, though. But guess when it happens? It always happens when? When does it happen? It always happens when? Your manifestations always happen when? Now. It always happens now. Whenever it happens, it always happens when? Now. There's only now. That's all there is. There's only now. You have no other time than now. Now is the kingdom of God at hand. Now are you the sons of God, which means you are the voice of God. That's what son means. You are the sound of God. It's you. Right. All love. Exactly. The moment you choose it, you are it. And it just really depends on the thing, right? Because here's the thing. You go to college to get a degree. You may finish in 4 years. You may finish in 3 years. You may finish in 5 years. You may finish in 2 years. You may finish in 18 months. What I'm going to tell you, what didn't happen, you didn't get no degree in no day. But the moment you decided that day that you were graduating and going to have a degree, you had the degree. But guess what you had to go through? The journey of the experience of getting the degree. So you had to experience the semesters, you had to experience the classes, you had to experience the homework, you had to experience the tests, you had to experience actually getting the degree. Did you not? Yeah, you did. You had to experience that. But the moment you said that you were going to graduate with this degree was the moment it was done. But you had to be faithful to that knowing. So you had to show up to the classes. You had to do the work. You had to participate. You had to do whatever was required to manifest that degree. But the moment you asked for it, it was done. But you still doing it for the experience of it. That's what any desire, though. That's what any desire. So it's like, it's like when someone tells you're pregnant with child, you can have that baby anywhere between the 6th and the 9th month. and that baby will most I mean, full term is 9 to 10 months, but sometimes we have babies that we claim are premature, but they still have a wonderful experience. It's just like they could have been born full term. But you know that you're not having that baby tomorrow when the doctor tell you you're pregnant with child. Now there are some people that experience saying they went 5, 6, 7 months and had no idea they were pregnant, right? We do hear stories of that. We have heard stories of people saying that they were pregnant, for several months, or they hid the baby in their bathroom, didn't know they was pregnant, So in their world, they, in whatever reality they were experiencing, somehow they didn't realize that their body was going through a change. Oh, that's what your mom still would say, all love. I didn't know I was pregnant. So did she go through the whole pregnancy not knowing at no time? Or was it later on in the, like by the second trimester, the third trimester, or like... So those cryptic pregnancies scare me, right? Yeah. Oh, she thought, okay, she thought it was only be one. Okay, yeah. Okay. So stop thinking that you're not supposed to experience the process, the growth, the expansion. There's nothing wrong with that. We make it sound like we're not like experiencing, having a business that you just started, and it takes, it may take you 3 years. You started, you had a small amount of money, and it took you 3 years to really establish it and really have it, make, millions of dollars. It went from the time you started it to the time it came into full bloom was 3 years. But that full bloom, those 3 years, you learned a lot. You figured out what you do want and what you don't want, what you want more of, what you want less of. Like there is a journey, there is an experience when it comes to building a business. You want to make sure that, yes, do some businesses take off, right? Like, oh my goodness, I never thought that I'll start getting all of these orders and everything. And then some people, they're not prepared for when their business go boom. They're like, oh my goodness, this is so overwhelming. This is so, oh my good, I didn't expect it. I wanted it to be successful, but I never thought it would like come like this. Like, oh my goodness, I don't have everything in place to fulfill all of these orders. I don't have everything, I'm not set up to receive all of what's going on, and you have to adjust and, which is okay. You just want to have fun and enjoy it, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. And when you see it taking off and you see that it's flourishing, it was always a flourishing business though, even though it might have taken 3 years to establish and get the multi-million-dollar baseline. It was always a successful business. Yes, just enjoy the experience. Make the journey beautiful. That's what we forget. We forget that part. The other day, my friend, speaking of how kids on the outside are fun, but it's actually tough. On the outside are fun, What does that mean on the outside? Mm. Yeah. Yeah. It really is. Your perception is your reality. That's what it comes down to. Your perception is your reality. What, like having children from the outside seems fun, but then when you actually have them, you didn't understand all of what it entailed. The great responsibility that comes with raising children. Yeah. Shaking my head, but it still can be fun though. It really depends on your mindset, on how you want to raise your children and what type of freedoms you want them to have. So it's Jacob my head, basically. Right. But what did you think it was going to be? Like, why are you disappointed? Parenting, right. But that's perspective, right? Yeah. That's perspective when it comes for parenting. Say, it sure is, which is why I stopped that one. Yeah. So I know it's people who are in their 30s and desire children before having them enjoy it. Yeah. It's the mindset. Thank you, Janine. It really comes, everything. No, here's the thing. There are always going to be, man, I didn't think it would be like this type mindset. Because it depends on where your mindset is when you have them. Sometimes you thought your partner would help more and they really don't help as much as you thought they would. You thought that you would, you thought that you would be a lot more patient and you find out you're not as patient as you thought you were. It's a lot of things that go into when it comes to parenting because you may not have a full grasp of who you are, right? Because that's all it comes down to. It's not about the children, it's about you. It's about who you say you are as a parent. And you really don't know who you are as a parent until you really get in it. And then you find out, I ain't really as patient as I thought I was. I really, I didn't realize that children cost as much as they do. I didn't know this. I didn't know, and you have to adjust and you have to decide who do you want to be in that dynamic, in that relationship. Yep. So immediately I said, my experiences will be beautiful. Yep. Having one kid in an active co-parent village worked out perfect. Yep. I support other choices though. Yep. The best parent. Yep. So if I had to keep changing your words in my mind when we speak, we have to just take a break. Right. You're funny, Lisa. So I can go to church for that all day. I got to transform everything you say. No. Okay, I need a break, girl. That's funny. So true, though. So true. It's like, man, all these mental gymnastics, I'm just going to let you have that. That's your reality. Just ain't my reality. All I can do, with that, Lisa, I'd be like, they'll figure it out. That's what I say. I just be like, they'll figure it out. Eventually, they'll figure it out. That's all I do. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for nope, they never said this and no. They'll figure it out. It'll dawn on them that, some things they need to think differently about. It'll all come It'll all come very clear to them. They'll figure it out. Ultimately, is you deciding what you want life to be, right? And that's every area of your life. When it comes to relationships, parent, right? All relationships, whether it's being a parent, being a friend, being a coworker or business partner, being a spouse, right? Being, a cousin or a sibling, whatever it is in your life, your relationship to money, your relationship to your health, everything is relationship. And you get to decide what that looks like. And you need to practice more inner work. Inner work. You got to live from within. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you, right? Tell them you'll pray for them. Oh. Yes, figure it out on your own, honey. But my life is beautiful. Right? God will take care of it. Absolutely. You have to ask yourself, what script are you writing? What script are you writing? What script are you writing? That's the question you should be asking yourself. What script am I writing? What do I want? What do I want? What do you want? And then spend 5 minutes being that within, closing your eyes and imagining or talking to yourself as though you already are it. Exactly. It's already done. How do you see yourself? Be that now. Be that now. Spend 5 minutes. Your meditation is about creating the reality you want to experience now. Oh, wow. Really? Really, Amanda? You say you see so many spiritual people giving up? When you say spiritual, are you talking about like in this community, or are you talking about religious people? I have not seen that, Amanda. Wow. So are you talking about people in like those who are on the awakened path? Hey, for research, welcome back. Here's the thing, Amanda. People can only pretend for so long. Because here's the thing. Interesting. So are they saying like they've given up? Like, what does that? Oh, wow. Hey, say, we had another welcome to the community. Go over if you can. Yeah, I'm scrolling up and I don't see anything. A-Town. Maybe it got filtered. I don't know. So even people you know personally, and they're on the journey of the awakened mindset. Yes, I've seen different levels of spiritual. I don't know what's the difference. I know, right? All love, because how people see this is so vastly different. It is, and that's why I have to remember that everybody is not on the same level, right? And not everybody is going to experience the journey the same. And some people still see that things around them have power. Some people still give the outside dominion. And there's a lot of people thinking that way. Oh, welcome, Nicole. Thank you. Like, because of the current climate. Oh, interesting. So is it that they're reading too much into the political views? Is that what it is? You gotta you gotta be careful with that. You gotta caution yourself. That's why I say if I watch the news, I watch it for entertainment purposes only. I understand it's a skit, it's a play, and it affects me in no way. But the only time I see anything really political, it will be on my TikTok feed. So, and sometimes I watch it, sometimes I don't. But when I do watch it, I'm looking at it from, oh, it doesn't matter what they do, because whatever they do is gonna benefit me. I don't care what the government does. Whatever they decide to do is gonna benefit me. You know? That's why self-concept, you come to realize who are really working on self-concept and those who only are looking at trying to change others. A lot of people in this community are focused on changing others as opposed to changing self. And so when your focus is on out there gets to dictate. When you're focused on in here gets to dictate. And you see where people's focus is. A lot of people's focus, unfortunately, is out there. Yes, for research. Yes, good thing we wheeled you back in. Because you got to understand that the power is within you, not out there. Because you have to understand that the government, politics, are the will of the collective consciousness. The United States of America is a fear-based consciousness. Everything they show you, everything they do is going to be fear-based. Everything. So why are we listening to that? Yep. Exactly, Janine. Exactly. I heard, because I saw a video on TikTok and they were like, you got to be so careful about the narrative, right? They were like, we have, the planes falling every year, and the amount is so minuscule. And they were like, the amount that they've been reporting is still less than what has been actually been reported. But because they're focusing on it, y'all, the population thinks that it's excessive, when in actuality, it's actually still less as compared to other years. So it's just like, man, you just got to be so careful what you give your attention to, what you accept. What you accept. That's what belief is. It's what you accept. And how do you know you accept it? Because you're giving it your attention. So when people tell me, I don't believe. That's not true. I know you believe because you're talking about it. You giving it your attention. So of course you believe it. You ain't talking about something you ain't giving your attention to, or else you wouldn't be talking about it. Whether you're talking about it inwardly or you're talking about it outwardly, it's your attention to it that gives it life. That is your belief, your attention. Your attention is your belief. That's your faithfulness. Yeah, but it just means mind control. So either you're controlling your mind or someone else is. I suggest you can learn to control your own mind, or your world will definitely control it for you. Who's controlling your mind? Is it you? Yep. I know, right? All love, like, what? Okay. We be needing a good laugh sometime. We always need a good laugh. You got to keep it light. Got to keep it light. Got to keep it light. I know, right? Okay. Deuces. Peace. Oh. This is your life. Man, now that you know that you are God, now that you know you are immortal, now that you know you are not this body, now that you know that the body is only expression of the mind, of consciousness, of your immortal self, how do you want to portray this image? How do you want to portray this image? What are you imagining? Because whatever you're imagining, you will experience. Right, comedic interludes. My assumption is I laugh every day. I've had that assumption since. Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. It's giving it energy. Yep. Wisdom and love drives me. Yes. Yeah. That's what the Bible tells you. Fear is torment, right? People are being tormented by fear. So you got to remind people of what Scripture says. That it's the love that casts it out. So choose love. Choose love. Then you don't have to worry about fear. When you choose love. When you operate in love. Perfect love. Perfect means complete and whole. Perfect love casts out all fear. So when you know that you're loved and protected and you're supplied for and you're taken good care of, that God really is a God of love, regardless of what religious people tell you, that this life force of all things actually supports you in all that you choose. It supports you in everything. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy, to the only wise God and Savior, both dominion and power, both now and forever. You got to know that. You got to know that. You got to sit with that. You got to embody that. You got to receive that. Yes, the media, smoke and mirrors. I'm so thankful I'm the God of my reality, because the girlies are spooked. Ooh, not the girlies are spooked. Oh. Hello, Michelle. Hi from Bend, Oregon. Love your talks and energy. I'm not into the Bible, but you speak the truth. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, Michelle. Welcome to the community. Welcome. So I'm on assignment, though. People are coming to me and I'm giving them peace. Absolutely. Be not afraid. Yes. Be not afraid. That is beautiful. Yes. You're in the perfect place, the perfect situation to give peace, joy, love, kindness, understanding. Thank you. You said, how do you lower your car insurance? Why you want to lower your car insurance? Make more money. Hey, Bill, the goddess, know that you have more than enough. More than enough. We the gods. They don't nothing cost too much. Ain't nothing too expensive. Don't nothing, you accept that. Yes, I have more than enough. What would you like to pay for insurance? And then claim that amount. I think it was Neville Goddard that said that, it was stated that the Kennedys, the son like Jack and John, and who was the senator? The one that became Ted. They were at a dinner with their father, with their family. And their dad was saying that they were spending a lot of money. And so the sons, I think they said John Kennedy was like, well, that just means dad has to make more money. Not that they should spend less money, but that he needs to make more money. You have to know that the God within you always supplies more than enough. That the God within you, so you imagine all your bills paid with ease and give thanks. All of your bills are paid with ease and give thanks. Hello, Hazel. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Bill the Goddess. Grand Rising. Great Rising. Yes. Everything is, meditation, guys. Meditation. We got to spend more on the inner and less on the outer. More on the inner. It's the inner that's creating the outer. I do want you guys to go watch the video by KRS-One. And then maybe we could talk about it tomorrow if you guys are willing to watch that video. It's about 2 hours, but it's really good. He's a great speaker. You don't have to worry about being bored or, like, oh my goodness, I don't like the way, great speaker. Keeps it moving, got a good flow. KRS-One. He's a hip hop artist. Yes, on YouTube. It's called Character. That's the name of the lecture, Character. So look up KRS1 lecture on character. And he's going to give you his journey on metaphysics and how he came to know what he knows and how he applied it to his life and how he manifested his rap career or his hip hop career. And reminds us that we are the gods. We are God. That you are an immortal being that just happens to wear a garment of flesh. That you are not this body. That you are truly the being, the force, the power, the self, which he gives an acronym which stands for Source Energy Life Force. You are that self, that immortal being that can speak without the mouth, hear without the ear, and see without the physical eye. That is the inner you that sees your future and your past, and you make it your present now. So what future are you creating now? What future are you creating now? That's what you should be using your meditation for. And those of you that are in the Facebook group, I did share the video to the Facebook group. Because when I get off of here, I'm going to finish listening to it. Because I listened to it last night. And I was like, I want to listen to this again. I'm going to listen to it again. Oh, thank you, Janine. Yep, so continue with the $100 experiment. Get your free ebook bundle, the Daily Diamond Gems, the 30-day transformation journey, and the recipe for life. The recipe for life. You can have whatever you want in life. You just got to create it for yourself. And it's based on who you say that you are, and be that now. Be that now in your mind, and then watch it manifest into your experience. Yes, yes. And I would say share that video by KRS1 for those on this spiritual journey, to remind them of who they are. Those who are, maybe struggling and giving too much attention to the outside noise, and to learn how to go within and listen to that and be the inner voice and not the outer voice, not the outer. As within, let he that is within you is greater than the body, right? He that is within me is greater than he that is outside of me, right? Greater is he that's within me than he that is in the world. Who's in the world? This body. The inner you is greater than that. And the inner you gets to tell the outer you what to experience. You're already successful. You just got to get out of the way of your success. You're stopping your success through worry and fear and doubt. You're already what you desire to be. You just have to allow it to come forth and know there's nothing you need to do to make it so. It's already so. Things will just happen. But you got to trust that. You got to believe that. You got to know that. You got to experiment with it. Be more of the inner you. Being more of the inner you. You got to talk differently. You got to talk differently. You have to talk differently. You got to change your voice. You got to speak the way you want life to be. You got to speak the way you want life to be. That's how you change your experiences in life. You have to talk differently. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. What did the Christ say? These words that I speak, they are spirit and they are life. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. It is as a man thinks. How do you think about you? Because so are you. That's who you are. What you think about you. Think about what you're thinking about you. What do you think about you? And be honest and talk to yourself. Why do I think that way? Where did that thought come from? Where did I get that belief? Who said that? Why am I insecure? Why? What about me made me insecure? What lie, what error did I buy into that made me think that I couldn't have a thing, that I couldn't be that I wasn't enough? What did I have to believe to make that true? Talk to yourself. Discover what you need to let go of. Confront yourself. Say, yeah, I do believe that, but why? Why do I believe that? Who told me that? Oh, that's why I believe it. See, once you confront it, then you can discard it. And you understand that that's not even the truth of who, that's not the true, your true being. That's not even who you are. You're not that. You're not an imperfect being. You are perfect. You are whole. You are complete. You're God. You are God. And you got to keep telling yourself, I'm God. So I must live as God. God ain't never trying to be anything. God is. But you got to die to this. You got to die to this image, this personality. This what needs to be put to death. And live from within. Be the immortal being that you are. That gets to what? Create the image in which you want to project. Who do you say that I am? Because that's your nature. That's your nature. That's what you're expressing. Yep. Break the old records and record the new. You have a vision. How do you see yourself? You're the immortal you can see without the eyes. What do you see? Who do you see? What do you see? Who do you see yourself as? Who are you 2 years from now? Make that you now. And then allow things to take form and take shape. When KRS-One talks, he talks from 10 years, right? So when he's giving his speech, he said it's 2016. He's saying, who are you in 2026? Be that now. He always spoke in 10-year increments. But he understood that there's no time, there's only now. But he understood there's a process. There's a process. There's a journey, there's an experience. But you are that now. But there is a process, there is an expansion, there is a growth. And just because you're saying, 2 years from now, it can happen in 6 months. No man knows the day or the hour. Hey, Uncle Evo, one love. It's about being it now and not concerning about the when. Be it now and don't be concerned about the when, nor the how. Just be it now. Just see your future self. What does your future self look like? See that in your mind now. And don't let education, don't let skill, don't let, who you know, where you live, where you come from, deter you. That has nothing to do with anything. It's about your character. It's about your nature. It's about who you say you are. I'm God. So then what does that look like? What does that mean to you being God? What does that mean? How does God show up? How does God express itself? Be imitators of God. What does God do? God speaks and then it is. Let there be, and what it was. It didn't have to do anything. The doing is natural. That's what you got to know. The doing just happens. This body follows the mind. Just got to get that mind right. Got to be more inner. Got to decide what you want to be. Got to make a decision. Who am I? Who do you say I am? Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God, the voice of God. Oh, I'm the Christ? You're right, I'm the Christ. So not only will I do great works, and because I'm Christ, you're Christ. There's only one power. That's Christ. That power is one, individualized in multiple beings. They're not 10 billion gods. There's only one power. Individualized, undivided. There is no separateness in consciousness. There's no you and me. There's you are me. Everyone I see is versions of me. Everyone I see is versions of the infinite mind, the one God. Everyone I see is versions of that one. Right, L. Glaze? That it's taught because it's trying to tell you how the one operates, right? God is all things, right? It's the consciousness. It's the Father of all, right? That's the Father. All things, the absolute. That's the Father. The Son is the image of the Father, right? And has and operates in a certain way, and then the Spirit is what brings the Son's image into expression. That's all. But we try to make it be more than what it is, and it's just a way of expressing how consciousness shows itself. That's it. But the church didn't understand the Trinity. So, because they still think Jesus was the only God. They thought Jesus was the only incarnation of God. And Jesus was not. Jesus was one of many incarnations, if he ever incarnated at all. Right. You are God every day, every minute. No separation. You got to know you are God. You are God. You are God. And we're only going to know this power through what? Experience. That's the only way you're going to know who you truly are, is you have to prove it to yourself. You have to prove it to yourself. All things are possible. There's nothing impossible to the mind. So that should be your meditation. Imagining that you're already together. Seeing yourself with them. What does that look like? Be it now. In your meditation, you're bringing that person into your experience right now. How is your world different now that you are together? That should be your thought. That should be your imagination. Now that you and this person are together, what does your life look like now? Had an even deeper realization last night about all this. I just love to learn more about self. Yep. Yeah, hey, affirmations. Happy Monday. Absolutely. And we keep growing, we keep expanding, we keep remembering. I did reply, Hazel. I most certainly did. I just replied. Were you not listening to me? I just replied. I just told you what to do. I just told you it was possible. All things are possible. Yes, I'm so in love with my SP. I'm trying so hard to keep in that state where we're together. Yes. Yes. You have to see yourself as already being with this celebrity person. What does your life look like now that you're with them? That's what you should be imagining. That should be your inner conversation. That should be your meditation, that you and this person are together. What does that look like? You can imagine yourself kissing them. You can imagine yourself traveling together. You can imagine yourself talking on the phone with them. Whatever it is going to prove to you that you and this person are together. The topic mostly was me talking about the inner you and about the video I watched with KRS-One. And I was suggesting that everyone go look at that video. It's about a 2-hour video. It's on consciousness. It's on understanding that you are God. You are the cause. That is your inner voice, your inner you, the immortal you. That is the power within you. That is God. That is going to bring all you desire to fruition. And you have to live within, be it now, and allow it to happen. Get out of your way because you already have it. You're already successful. You already have everything you could possibly desire. You just got to believe that it's already yours. You got to see it. Yes, on YouTube. It's KRS-One, his lecture on character. Absolutely. Live as it is done. And know because you said so, that makes it so. Because you said so, that makes it so. That all you have to do is to speak the word you want to see in your world. Speak the words you want to see. Use your mind to create your reality because that's what it's doing anyway. Create the reality you want purposefully. Oh, you're welcome, exclamations. But I'm about to get up off of here. I've been on here for a while. I appreciate you guys once again. It's amazing, amazing live. Amazing live. I'm about to go listen to it. The rest of it. I've listened to it last night. I decided to listen to it again. Because he gives you the history of how he discovered, how he read Plato and Socrates. And, he talks about the Kemet and the Kushites and Athens. He walks you through his journey to discovery of self, and how he used this truth to manifest his hip hop career. And so very inspiring, very educational, and very it's a revelation too. It's going to urge you to be more, to allow yourself to be more. Meditation should be you imagining your life as you desire for it to be. Your meditation should be used to imagine your life the way you desire for it to be. Hey, Sharice. My apologies, I had a phone call. Can you please repeat everything you said after what I typed? I don't know. I didn't see your. Oh, yes. I'm so in love with my SP. I'm trying so hard to keep in that state where we're together. Yeah, so like I was just saying, Sharice, that should be your meditation. Your meditation should be you imagining that you're already together. What does that look like now? Make your future reality now. Make it a now present moment. And know, because you love you so much, so they love you so much too. How can they not love you? Because you love you. The focus has to be on you, Sharice, not on them. I know y'all think that's hard. I know y'all think that's the inverted way, but here's the thing. You draw you to you. You're the magnet. When you, love finds you. The love always finds love. So are you loving you as much as you're loving him? Are you loving you as much as you loving him? Is this love going outward, or is this love going inward? Because the love should be inner. The inner draws the outer, always. So when you love you, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. You'll never be alone. You'll never have a lack of proof of love, because you're love. And you'll always have evidence of it. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. You'll never be in want of the thing you desire, because the Lord is your I am is your shepherd. It is always bringing to you what you believe to be true about you. Always. You always get confirmation of what's going on within you. Always. You'll never be in want of confirmation of what's going on the inside. So if the world ain't matching the inside, that means you gotta maintain that inside. Yeah, I don't that's not something I talk about, healing the inner child. I don't know anything about healing the inner child. I really can't speak to that. I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to say it's wrong or right. It's not something I talk about or practice. So I really can't give I really can't speak on it. You're welcome. I believe once you decide that you are a thing and you maintain that attention to it, everything else falls into place. Once you imagine the being that you desire to be and maintain that, as In Vogue said, free your mind and the rest will follow. When you free your mind, when you remember that you're God, when you truly meditate on the fact that you're God, and you allow yourself to be, and you just practice being. Practice being. Just practice being. Not doing, being. Be still and know that I am God. You got to sit with that. You got to imagine yourself as you want it to be, and then watch that come into being. Watch that happen. Watch it happen. Just watch it happen. Because it will. Watch it happen. Because it already happened where? Within. And since that is just as real as what happens out there, you know for a fact that what you just imagined must come to pass. And with that being said, guys, once again, thank you so much. I may be back on tonight. We'll see. I don't know. Haven't decided, but I do appreciate you guys for sharing this couple of hours with me. Thank you so much. It has been a joy. It's been amazing. Yes, you guys have an awesome day. Bye-bye.